Remember that viral internet personality who called herself the Hawk Tuah girl? You know, the one who burst onto the scene with a catchy catchphrase and a big online following? Well, buckle up, because today we're diving into how she allegedly scammed her own fans for millions of dollars. Yes, you heard that right, millions, all thanks to a suspicious t-shirt hustle that went downhill fast. For those out of the loop,
what's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time? And even
and spit on that thing.
I don't get you. I think you gotta demonstrate.
Hawk to
No, like
I have a game that I want to play with you guys.
That makes me nervous.
It's called Huck Tuah or Not. And you tell me if you want to Huck Tuah on that thing or no.
Okay.
Donald Trump.
No, absolutely not.
No.
It's a no for me.
Okay, it's no.
Hawk Tuah, girl real name Haley, became internet famous practically overnight. She had this wacky, over-the-top personality that turned her into an instant meme. Some folks described her vibe as unfiltered comedic chaos, while others found her to be a breath of fresh air in a sea of overly polished influencers. One day she was just a random face on social media, and the next, she was everywhere. People loved her energy, her humor, and that bold presence she carried with unapologetic confidence. She started live streaming frequently, sometimes for hours, chatting about everything from pop culture to her day-to-day life. Fans devoured it, leaving comments like, "I can't believe I'm watching someone fold laundry, yet I'm entertained." When you're able to turn mundane tasks into binge-worthy content, you know something about you resonates with people. Soon enough, her follower counts skyrocketed. Brands noticed, media outlets noticed, and so did countless fans who looked up to her as a sort of internet friend. But as is often the case with viral stardom, the sweet taste of success can quickly become addictive. Before long, Haley decided she wanted to level up, to capitalize on her newfound fame. And that's where the t-shirts came in, her big idea for turning that viral buzz into serious profit. At first it sounded totally harmless. An influencer selling merch is about as standard as it gets these days. But Haley took a different route. Chapter 2. The IT merch. Haley announced she was launching these limited edition, exclusive t-shirts. Not just any tees, she hyped them up as if they were the key to the kingdom. She swore up and down that these shirts were a once-in-a-lifetime piece of merch that would, in her words, change everything. Folks who bought them early would get an array of perks, such as VIP meet and greet passes, sneak peeks at her next major project, and even the promise that these t-shirts would skyrocket in resale value. It sounded a bit like those insane sneaker drops, where collectors camp outside storefronts for days just to snag a rare pair of kicks. In Haley's case, fans didn't even have to leave their homes. They just needed a credit card and a Wi-Fi connection. And believe it or not, her audience ate it up like candy. Thousands shelled out big bucks, convinced this was the next supreme level drop. Online forums lit up with speculation about how these t-shirts might double, triple, or quadruple in value. A handful of her devoted followers even joked that they were investing their life savings into the tees, expecting a massive return on their loyalty. With each day that passed, the hype ballooned. Haley herself stoked the flames by posting glamorous photos of sample shirts, teasing that they were flying off the proverbial shelves faster than she could restock them. She rattled off excited rants about how it was all about community and being a part of something bigger. Chapter: The Scam Unfolds. The real trouble began almost immediately after those t-shirts sold out. Fans who had parted with their money started looking for shipping confirmations and tracking numbers, any sign that their shiny new merch was on its way. But as days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, they were met with unsettling silence. Eventually, Haley resurfaced with an explanation that felt shaky at best. She claimed there were major manufacturing delays, which, okay, can happen, but there was no mention of which manufacturer, no estimated timeline for resolution, not even an apology that felt heartfelt. Meanwhile, rumors were swirling that she, or at least someone close to her, had quietly sold off a large number of t-shirts at inflated prices, pocketing a massive windfall. That would mean a large chunk of her fans ended up empty-handed, left holding nothing more than worthless payment receipts. With no t-shirts arriving and no clear communication, fans were furious. Some demanded refunds, only to get automated messages stating that all sales are final. Others tried to track her down in live streams, spamming her chat with questions like, "Where's my merch?" and "Haley, did you scam us?" But each time, moderators blocked them, or she ended the stream abruptly. People started piecing together that this might not just be a fluke or a mishap, it could be a bona fide scam. And the more they dug, the uglier it looked. Chapter The Aftermath Amp. Legal issues. Naturally, people were furious. These t-shirts were supposed to be the real deal limited merch that would be both collectible and profitable. Instead, fans found themselves out of pocket, with nothing to show for their purchases. Now, we're not talking about a handful of impulse buyers either. Some fans spent staggering amounts of money, thinking they'd flip the shirts for a tidy profit. It was like watching a house of cards collapse. All it took was one nudge, and the entire structure came crashing down. As you might guess, this left a sour taste in everyone's mouths. A handful of enraged customers teamed up, hired a lawyer, and started looking into whether they could sue her. The legal argument was straightforward. If Hailey or her associates never intended to deliver the t-shirts, or if they sold off the items in a way that directly cheated fans, that's a form of fraud. People also wondered if consumer protection laws might come into play, especially since she'd sold the t-shirts under the pretense of them being an investment. Is she going to jail? That remains the million-dollar question. For a criminal case, prosecutors would need solid evidence proof of intent, fraudulent behavior, or direct communication confirming she planned to take the money and run. It's not as simple as saying, "She took my money, therefore she's guilty." But this fiasco has definitely become a hot topic among consumer rights advocates. There's speculation that if enough people come forward, Hailey and her team could face serious consequences. Chapter 5. The fan reaction. Fans naturally responded with a mixture of anger, disappointment, and, in some cases, dark humor. It's always jarring when someone you idolize turns out to be less than genuine. Some posted sarcastic memes about how they'd invested in t-shirts like they were solid gold, while others unleashed fiery Twitter threads calling for Hailey's head on a metaphorical platter. Chapter 6. Where things stand now. Tuah Girl's t-shirt empire is under serious scrutiny. Lawyers continue to dig for anything that could confirm wrongdoing, like insider text messages, receipts showing that the t-shirts were sold elsewhere for marked up prices, or any evidence that Hailey deliberately misled her customers. While the full scale of the financial loss is tricky to confirm, conservative estimates suggest thousands of dollars are gone. Some sources claim it's well into six figures. A few even argue that the total could be in the millions, especially if you factor in potential resale hype and the inflated notion of exclusive items that were never actually delivered. If lawsuits make it to court, we might see more concrete details about what happened behind the scenes. Did Hailey orchestrate everything herself? Did she partner with individuals who took advantage of her fame? Or was the entire project doomed from the start by poor planning and even worse logistics? Only time will tell. What do you think? Comment below. I want to know your opinion about this matter. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more of these kinds of videos. Thanks for watching.